Madam President-elect, distinguished guests, it's a privilege to join the distinguished panellists today to highlight Iran's destructive influence in the Middle East and to put forward some suggestions as to how we can confront the regime. We need, first of all, to have a comprehensive policy by the international community that focuses on the domestic human rights violations on the one hand and on the regime's aggression in the region on the other hand. The IRGC is the common denominator at the centre of these two strands. It has a domestic paramilitary force and a vicious foreign paramilitary force that interferes in other countries in the Middle East. Be under no illusions. Just like ISIS-Daesh and Al-Qaeda, the IRGC is a terrorist organisation and it should be recognised as such. So confronting the Iranian regime begins with stopping the IRGC and restricting its access to funds and resources. That is why my parliamentary colleagues and I sponsored a cross-party motion in the United Kingdom House of Commons in late October, calling for our government to include the IRGC on the list of proscribed organisations, to impose punitive measures against its officials, and to work with allies to expel the IRGC from Syria, Iraq, and other countries in the Middle East. And I'm pleased to inform you that these recommendations in the motion have a wide cross-party support in both houses of the United Kingdom Parliament, the House of Commons and the House of Lords, and over 150 members of Parliament and peers have put their names to the motion. Let us be clear. The IRGC is not a legitimate governmental institution in Iran, but rather it is a paramilitary force that answers only to the supreme leader, and it is his tool of suppression of the Iranian people. As we call upon the UK government and other European member states to proscribe the IRGC, we also urge them to act to expel all the agents of the Iranian regime from the Middle East and also from Europe. In conclusion, I make this point. When the theocratic regime's terror against the Iranian opposition, which does not recognise any borders, it's a signal that you are close to bringing the regime and its leaders to their knees. Each deadly attack upon members of the PMOI, each effort to demonise them, means that you are closer to bringing about the democratic change that the Iranian people yearn for. So I promise you this: I will stand with you in this legitimate struggle for a free, democratic and secular Iran. And I, for my part, urge my government to recognise your movement, Mrs. Rajani, and the democratic aspirations of the Iranian people, and to act to hold the regime and its leaders to account. In the words of my late friend, Lord Corbett, Iran will be free. Thank you.